Hey, Gemma James here from GemmaJamesOnline.com, helping mums reduce the stress in their lives with powerful tools and practical tips to help you sleep better, bring in more money, get on better with your partner, have more fun with your kids, and take more time for you. And today I want to talk to you about something that is really simple, really super easy to do, but so many of us struggle with, but actually is going to have a huge factor. It's going to have a huge advantage to your energy levels, your positivity levels, and it's going to help reduce that stress and live life a little bit happier, help you laugh a little bit more often. Now, I'm talking about gratitude. Now, it's really easy to express gratitude, but actually it's one of the hardest things for us to do, especially as women, especially as mums, and especially with times like they are with social media and things like that. It's so easy to always be wanting something else. And I know you may feel like you're struggling. You may feel like you're always broke, you're always in debt, you're always having to say no to your kids, you're always having to say no to girls' nights because there's just no money coming in. Believe me, I know, I've been there, and it's really hard to feel grateful, and people say to you, just have a positive attitude and be grateful for what you have, and you're like, yeah, but that's great, I don't have anything, and all you're focusing on is all the crap, you know, all the money that you don't have, all the bills, all the things you're saying no to, and you're seeing on social media people going on holiday, or maybe getting new houses, or getting these really extravagant presents for their kids, and you've had to shop in like Poundland for their Christmas presents or something like this. I say from experience, because believe me, I've been there, and it is hard and it can suck, but actually gratitude is such a powerful tool at your disposal, and it's really easy, and it will take 5 minutes every day to implement, and it is going to make massive changes. Okay, and here's the reason why. So there's a part of your brain that filters in the information that we focus on. We are inundated with so many things every day. We're inundated with tens of thousands of thoughts. We have all these images, we're seeing things, we're hearing things, so much stuff every single day that would go a little bit insane if it wasn't filtered. Our brain possibly can't respond to every single thing that we think about, and that's why some of the thoughts we have will come and go, and they kind of flit in and flit out. When you're focusing on something or a few things in particular, and you're focusing on it regularly, that's how your brain knows how to filter the information. So it thinks, okay, this is what she wants because she's focusing on it, so let's do everything in our power to bring you those things. Now, your brain doesn't understand the difference between what is right and what is wrong, what is good for you and bad for you, and true and false, or anything like that. It literally, the only way it knows how to filter in the information is based on what you're continuously focusing on. And so if you are focusing on the fact that you're always in debt, you're always broke, you're always saying no, there's always bills to be paid, there's never any money left over, there's never treat money or anything like that, that's what you're going to be focusing on. Your brain is going to think that that's what you want more of. You want to focus on the debt, the crap, the being skint, the being broke, because your brain doesn't understand the difference. Like I say, that's what you're focusing on, that's what it's going to bring you. So when you can start to turn that around and focus on some positive, focus on what you already have, your brain again is going to pick up on that and go, wow, she's really grateful for the 5p she found on the street, let's give her another one. And I know that was just an example, but that's what your brain is going to do. It's going to pick up on you focusing on that gratitude, focusing on the joy, focusing on what you have, that you'll find a lot more of it comes in. Whereas when you're focusing on the things you don't have and sitting there saying, I wish I had a brand new car, I wish I could afford to go on holiday, she's so lucky, or oh, she's gone out for dinner again, we can never afford that. That's you focusing on the negative side of it, and so that's what your brain, your subconscious part of your brain, is going to keep giving you. Whereas when you can focus on the gratitude of what you do have, your brain is going to go, okay, she wants that, or she's happy to have that, let's give her even more of it. I hope that makes sense. And so gratitude is an easy thing to do. Like I said at the beginning, it takes 5 minutes a day to implement. You can spend longer doing it. It's not anything that you need to be spending 5 hours a day or anything like that. It will take a few minutes, but when you start to get into the habit of it, it's going to make such a difference, I promise you. So what I want you to do is grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down 10 things that you're grateful for right in this moment. Okay, don't think about it too much, don't analyze it or anything like that. Just try and come up with 10 things that you're grateful for right in this moment. Now, it might be that your children gave you a bit of a lay-in this morning, or your husband brought you a cup of tea in bed, or it might be that there was no traffic on the school run this morning, or there was no traffic on the way to work, or you got a parking space right outside the office or right outside the supermarket, or you're grateful for your friends in your life, you're grateful for your family. They don't need to be these big, huge, amazing, wonderful things. Just find something, even if it's that you're grateful for your phone or your laptop or whatever you're watching this video on. You're grateful for that because it allows you to watch this and get some inspiration, or you're grateful for your fancy tea that you have, that you can sit down in the afternoon when the kids are at school and have a nice cup of tea and some peace, or something like that. Find 10 things, and the more you do this, I'd suggest you do this every single day, especially when you're getting started. The more you do this, the easier you'll find it to come up with things, the easier it will feel, and you'll actually find that you are noticing things to be grateful for. You're going out and you're going, oh wow, you know, green traffic lights all the way, or oh, the exact bread that I wanted, or my favorite cup of coffee is in the store and it's been sold out for 2 weeks, or whatever. You know, they don't have to be these big, huge, sweeping sort of declarations. Just find 10 things to get into the habit to be grateful for, because you will have something to be grateful for, even if it feels like crap right now, even if it feels like you're broke, you're living the same old routine, you're stuck in a rut, you're always snapping with your husband, your kids are annoying you, whatever it is, there will be something to be grateful for, because you'll be grateful that you have those kids that are annoying you in the first place. You're grateful that you have that husband who's snapping at you. Go back to remember why it was that you got married in the first place. Be grateful for your house. If it's, you know, a tiny little 1-bedroom apartment and you can't wait to move out, still be grateful for where you have now, because there will always be people in a worse situation than you. Okay, so just spend 5 minutes, doesn't even have to be that long, and the more you do this, the quicker you'll find it. But just write down 10 things right in this minute that you are absolutely grateful for. And if you can do this every day, then that is going to start to turn it around, because actually you'll feel more positive about, okay, yes, my life is a little bit sucky, but actually I do have A, B, and C, and I do have my friends around me, and I still have an amazing family who loves and supports me, and we're still able to eat every night and things like that. And as I say, once you start to focus on the gratitude and focus on the good stuff, your brain is going to respond to that, and it's going to send you all this other wonderful stuff. It's going to send you more pennies that you find on the street, or it's going to send you special offer vouchers, or you'll win a night out for dinner that you can go on with your husband, or a free weekend with your kids, or whatever it is. You'll find the universe is going to respond, your brain is going to respond by giving you more of what you're focusing on. So if you can focus on the good stuff and the gratitude as much as possible, this isn't about all it being rainbows and love and light and unicorns and butterflies and things like that. This is about focusing on the positive as much as possible to weigh out the negative. You're still going to have crappy thoughts, you're still going to have negative thoughts, you're still going to think that you're broke. It's natural, but this is going to be to start turning it around so you can focus on the positive instead of the negative. I hope that makes sense. So I hope you got value from this video. Do make sure you subscribe to my channel, and if you want any more tips and advice and techniques and things to help reduce your stress, then do head over to my website www.gemmajamesonline.com, where I post regular blogs and updates, and you'll find some tips on there.